Oh man, it's kind of cold today. I think it's like 50, 60, something like that. Which for Florida is freezing cold. Hey guys, kind of a vlog kind of thing going on today. I don't have a dedicated printing video this week because I don't really have anything. I've been sick and this and that and the other, so I don't really have anything planned. I don't have a tutorial or calibration stuff. I'm actually in the middle of like 4 or 5 different projects, 3D printing, school, work related, all kinds of stuff, and a couple things are pertinent to the channel when I get there, but I haven't got there yet. So when those come, you'll know, but for right now, I'm just got to go to school today. One of my classes were canceled, so yeah, I gotta get to go to school an hour early now instead of getting there when my class starts. So anyway, if you want, this will be a vlog like going to school kind of thing. Sort of, kind of, and there'll be 3D printing stuff later on in the day, so I don't know. We'll just see. I just don't have a planned video, so this will be just like for those of you who want to know what I'm doing with my life. And so far, I've done a video a week at least, so I'm going to try to keep doing that, at least 1 video a week, maybe 2. My original plan was 1 video every week, Wednesday morning. And then if I do a second video that week for whatever reason, it'll be Saturday night, Sunday morning, something like that. Hasn't really completely followed that yet. It's been like Tuesday and Thursday and, in that area. And today's Friday now. So, I'll figure that out. But that's what I want to do eventually, is get to that point where it's a video a week, maybe 2 if it depends on what it is. But there's stuff going on in the future that, might actually be able to make that happen very easily. So we'll see when we get there. But anyway, let's go to school. You get to see my wonderful time at school, maybe. I don't know how much I'm going to record. I'm not going to record class and all that. But I'm only going for 1 class today because the other one got canceled, and online classes also. Those are the best. So let's go. Finally, almost there. Check it out. It's I'm on university. I go to UCF and, all that. I live like 40 miles away from UCF, so I have to drive that. It's like 40 minutes to an hour one way, 3 days a week at least. So that's fun. So the fun part about being so far away is that when classes get canceled or something like that, it seems like a waste. So for example, today my first class was canceled. So I'm driving 50 minutes to get here for one 50-minute class, which I can then drive 50 minutes back home. So it's like, I'm driving more than I'm actually in class. But I'm about an hour early now. I'm gonna get some lunch first because the food here is really good if you know where to go. So yeah, if you're into wanting to go to UCF or something like that, do it because it's really good. There's a lot of people, huge campus, a lot of good food. So yeah.
Just point in that direction.
I'm in a dark garage now, parking garage. If you've ever wanted to go to UCF, or you've ever been to UCF, or you're a student, alumni, or whatever, you'll know that parking sucks here. You get a parking pass. That's not a pass to park. It's a pass to find a parking spot or to hunt for a parking spot. So yeah, luckily it's Friday and I got here early, so it wasn't really hard to park. So just finished my class, had 1 class today. I'm gonna go home now. I'll show you some 3D printing stuff when I get home. Actually, it's a pretty cool project I've been working on. I guess traffic is a good time as any to talk about. I have to get a new car. My car that I've had for over a year now, it's starting to go stupid. It's a 2002 Hyundai Sonata. And what I've learned is that Hyundais, after they hit about 100,000 miles, at least those older ones, they start to crap out on themselves. So this one, it wants to shift into first or second while you're going on highway speed. So basically, I'll just be doing like 70. Going down the highway or something like that, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey guy, guess what? I want to be in first or second gear right now, and it'll just shift. And if you've ever had that happen in a car, it is the scariest thing you'll ever have happen in your life. So it definitely isn't safe because all of a sudden your RPMs are like 6,000, 7,000 RPMs, so that's no fun. So anyway, I'm driving my mom's car right now because my car obviously is not a very safe thing to do. So that being said, yeah, I'm looking to buy a new car. So luckily I've got tax refund and this, that, and the other coming, so I should be fine in the future. I'm going to be starting a search for a car, so if anyone has a recommendation for a vehicle that a poor college student who works at a department store could afford, this make, model, and all that, or if anyone has any insight to really reliable cars. I mean, I work on cars, but at the same time I don't sell them and buy them used a lot, so if anyone has any insight to a car that they've had for a while that's getting up there in age that still is working, let me know, just out of curiosity. I'm just I'm curious to see, but yeah, I like cars. I don't really like trucks. Trucks are cool to have, but I drive as far as I do a week. I really would like a good gas mileage vehicle, not not something that you can haul 2 tons with. I don't really need that very often. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you when I get home. And to mention my car again, I've tried to work on it. I've really tried. I work on cars a lot, and friends' cars, my cars, all that kind of stuff, and I just cannot for the life of me figure out what the hell is wrong. When that stuff happens, it pulls code, or codes come up, I pull the codes, it says do this, I do that, change sensors, this, that, and the other. Nothing seems to work. I think there's the transmission control module, I think that's what's going bad, and that costs a lot of money, unless I find one in a junkyard, and even that could be bad. I've taken the car to Hyundai and said, hey, scan it with your scan tool, and they're like, it's this. I've done that. And they're like, well, we have no idea then. So yeah, it's the airbags also don't work in the car. There's a lot of things. The radio's starting to not work. There's a lot of things that just don't really work anymore, and it's getting old. It's 140,000 miles, which for some cars is brand new, but for this and that era of Hyundais, they're just not that good. Newer Hyundais are pretty good, but I'm not going to go back to Hyundai unless it's something that's really I shouldn't pass up. But anyway, I'm looking for another car. It'll be better. I want a Miata. That would be cool. I want one of the mid-2000s Miatas. That would be cool. I like those cars. But yeah, anyway. So this is what I've been working on for the past week, is these 3D printed Lowe's logos. So these are 14 inches total, so they're pretty big. I have a very large hand, and that's pretty big. So this is 10 sections. This is the model that I've referenced before in other videos that I made. It's normally pretty small, but I just enlarged it and then cut it up into 10 pieces. I could have done this entire logo in 2 or 3 pieces, printed it wise, if I used my Prusa, but I used the Kossel to do this, and the Kossel seems to not like things that are really, really large. In the very edges, it kind of skews out the corners. I'm still working on trying to get that to work, but anyway, we wanted these. We got 3 of them. They wanted some at work for some celebration thing that we're doing, so these are eventually going to go on some big signs or something, I don't know. So it's for store celebration, but this is what I've been doing. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video in the future on how to take a model and cut it up if you want to make something really big. Maybe I'll do that. If you like that, write down in the comments that you want to see a video like that, because it's super easy. So it'd be really easy to make a video of, but if there's a demand for it. Anyway, I think these turned out pretty cool. I like the way that they look, how it's almost like a puzzle putting them together. These are just taped onto this piece of cardboard right now, and then eventually these are going to be glued onto some board or something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. I get to go to work later, so maybe I'll bring you guys with that. I don't know. I can't really record at work legally, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, if you want to see videos on how to do something like this, write in the comments. This is weird. This is as good as I can do when it comes to lighting right now. I just got off work. I couldn't record inside. I was too busy and whatever. But yeah, it was a good night. I'm now sitting in traffic waiting to get home. I'm gonna go home and eat pizza, drink a little bit of root beer probably, because I'm really thirsty and root beer sounds good. And I'll probably 3D print a little bit, and I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So yeah, thanks all for watching this vlog. I'll see y'all later.